Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. Good morning. At only 8:51 a.m., I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, your voice of Descendants and Zombies. More proud than I've ever been to call myself your voice of Descendants and Zombies, what you have made me, because I have now over 2,000 hours of watch time on this YouTube channel because of each and every one of you. We're getting there, guys. We've still got a long way to go. I'm not going to lie about that, but we are getting there. Thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown this YouTube channel, because without you, I don't know where I would be this morning on this beautiful morning as the sun peeks in through my window. I just simply want to say thank you, because over the years of my radio and YouTube career, I was never taken serious, or as serious as this, I should say. Every time I had an opportunity, someone would take the opportunity away from me. Nobody would ever take me serious until I fell in love with this niche. And I discovered the power of Descendants and Zombies, because this is a very powerful niche that loves you unconditionally. And that is the thing that amazes me every single time that I jump on this podcast and talk about Descendants and Zombies, is that the Descendants and Zombies universe, the Descendants and Zombies galaxy, if you would, will forever and always love you unconditionally, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what you're going through. They will be your light out of darkness every single time. I have seen this with over 50,000 views being put up on this YouTube channel in total, over 3,000 subscribers, and now over 2,000 watch hours, which puts me halfway home to monetization. Now, I want to say this, I want to clear the air and say I don't care about being monetized because of this YouTube channel and the popularity of Descendants and Zombies. I am a fan of Descendants and Zombies just like all of you. I have put over $5,000 behind this YouTube channel and I have had no regrets. And I wouldn't change a single moment that we have spent together, because one of the greatest honors of my career talking about Descendants and Zombies has led me to all of you and given me the chance to meet all of you. Meeting you has been my greatest honor, and something that I will never ever forget. It's an honor that is bestowed upon very few people, because it's a gift to be able to sit behind your podcast microphone and on your YouTube channel and talk about what you love. And over the years, you guys have heard me talk about everything, from video games to TV shows to movies to Hollywood to gossip to politics, and now Descendants and Zombies. Of all things, Descendants and Zombies. Why Descendants and Zombies, Jonathan Clarke? Because Jonathan Clarke became a fan of Descendants and Zombies, and that was the greatest day in the history of Descendants and Zombies when Jonathan Clarke became a fan. 15 years ago, Jonathan Clarke became a fan of Hannah Montana, and he became the biggest fan and supporter of Hannah Montana. And after becoming a big fan of Hannah Montana, I took away all the criticism from Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus stopped crying and started focusing on her own career. I took away all the criticism that she was faced with, all the hurt and all the pain that she was going through, and everything that she couldn't make sense of in her own life, I helped her make sense of. I did the same thing for Taylor Swift years ago, and now I'm doing it for Descendants and Zombies, because Descendants and Zombies healed me when I was at my lowest points. It helped me make sense of my own life. The characters Bridget, Chloe, Red, Mal, Evie, from whatever generation of Descendants you are talking about or remember, past or present, have helped me make sense of my own life and put the broken pieces of my broken heart back together, along with your guys' help. Because all I ever wanted to be was your hero. All I ever wanted to do was come on here and tell you there was a chance that we would see Descendants 5, we would see Zombies 5, no matter what the release windows were suggesting. We've got a release window now as late for Zombies as 2028. A lot of people are really upset about that, but the thing is, the longer the release window is for this one that is allocated, the better the story will be by the time Zombies 5 happens, and I, for one, am really excited about it. Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland, really early release window, 2 years. Will the story be as good as the original Rise of Red movie from 2024? I have every reason to believe that it will be if it was released 1 year apart. Perhaps not so much, but because I'm a huge fan of musicals, and the original Descendants Rise of Red movie was like Wicked and Harry Potter all in the one, and I'm really excited about Wicked for Good this November. I will see Ariana Grande on November 21st. My darling, I'm looking forward to watching you, because you were great as Belinda the Good Witch, and having a choreographer on the team of Wicked, a part of the Descendants project, makes this a wonderful chance for everybody to become a fan of Descendants, because the flow of this Descendants movie is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before. The release window is suggesting now between now and 2026, July of that year. So it's a 2-year release window, and I think that we have ever more of a reason than we've ever had before to be excited about Descendants. I will be here all day today talking about Descendants and Zombies because I am so proud to have become your voice of Descendants and Zombies. You know, it's one thing to jump on your podcast and talk about Descendants and Zombies, but if you're going to talk about Descendants and Zombies, you have to talk about it in the way that everybody is going to fall in love with your videos. And now with over 2,000 hours of watch time having brought in on this YouTube channel, more people are being hooked on these videos, in my opinion, about Descendants and Zombies is actually being taken serious. People are leaving comments all the time, people are hitting the like button, and people are hitting the subscribe button most of all, which is a sign of love. And I have to say thank you to each and every one of you because you don't have to love this YouTube channel, but you do. And I want to say thank you from my heart to yours because this YouTube channel could still have 5 subscribers from a year ago. This YouTube channel may have over 500 views. But from the very first video that was uploaded on this YouTube channel, so many wonderful people have supported me from the very beginning, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that because the relationship between the host of his show and his audience, he or she's audience, is what's valued. And I think that a lot of people don't do that when they create Descendants and Zombies videos, perhaps maybe because all the videos are being created by AI, like one of the more recent Zombies 5 trailers that was throwing up a bit of footage of a mermaid, some original footage from the Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires movies, and the original Zombies trilogy was thrown in there, and it made it look like a Zombies 5 Dawn of the Mermaids, I'll say, trailer was released. I think that a lot of people are using AI to their advantage to really capitalize on the popularity of Descendants and Zombies, and if it is a real person sitting behind their podcast microphone, they're sitting in their parents' basement or their parents' bedroom with one chair and a laptop talking about Descendants and Zombies, and I think you guys have deserved far better than that. So I went out and I put $5,000 behind this YouTube channel, reciprocal lights, a professional camera, professional podcast microphone, game chair later, $5,000 down on this YouTube channel, and I have had no regrets because I really do believe that a child's dream is what's most important. The chance of seeing Descendants 5 and Zombies 5 is what's critical. It's not something that we should be taking away from the fans of Descendants and Zombies. It's not something that we should be discouraging the hopes of because everybody deserves a chance in life. And that's what Descendants and Zombies has represented for me, and I'd like to believe represents for all of you. Second chances, hopes and dreams becoming a reality, how one can find their true love, and how characters like Red and Chloe and Bridget will forever and always remain a true inspiration to you for the rest of your life. Because I know they will remain true inspirations to me because they were incredibly kind. And they will forever be the reason why I drink tea out of a Mickey Mouse tea mug every single morning, although we don't have to tell anybody that. One of the greatest honors of my life has been able to talk about Descendants and Zombies and give it ratings. Rank the songs, talk about my favorite moments, rank the movies from best to worst, but I don't even want to talk about the worst moments of Descendants because they don't deserve significance. What is deserved to be talked about is what stands out to me the most about Descendants and Zombies, which is your passion that you've had for Descendants and Zombies from the very first moment you laid eyes on this franchise, and you have never quit since. And you have never looked back since. Everybody has criticized Descendants and Zombies. That's where my issue lies with Descendants and Zombies. And everybody has had really bad reviews put out there about Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker's friendship. I think we really need to back off Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker because their friendship is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is unlike anything that I've ever seen in my life, and they're incredibly supportive of each other. And when you see two girls being incredibly supportive of each other, that is a gift. That is something of extreme rarity, and I think that if you have one best friend that you have held on to and been able to keep with you for the rest of your life, that is something that you should definitely never take for granted and be grateful to have, because I think a bond between two girls is something that should be strengthened and never weakened, and always be supported, and always make them believe that they are doing the right thing. So I just want to put it out there that Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker are not doing anything wrong. It's just how the media is perceiving it. Always choosing to look at the negative side of what could be reviewed in a positive light. And that's what they've done with Descendants. They have tried to tear down and take away the credibility of Descendants, while tens of millions of thousands of people try to build it back up again from the damage that these critics cause. Over the years, I have had it out with some of the biggest critics in the world, from Perez Hilton to TMZ. They've never ever liked me because of my opinions on stars like Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker, and I have this to say to each and every single one of them. This is not over, and I am never ever going away. I will always be there to counteract what TMZ and Perez Hilton always have to say about your favorite celebrities, and that's one of the reasons why I became famous overnight. I am no stranger to being famous, But I would never have became famous if not for each and every one of you, and I would never have gotten this YouTube channel to the point that it's at. I would have never gotten my radio career or being a famous YouTuber to the point that it was at if not for each and every one of you, because it comes down to you hitting the subscribe button as many times as you have, hitting the like button for me, and taking a chance on me really at the end of the day, saying this guy knows what's up about Descendants and Zombies. You know, I don't care about Zombies coming up behind Descendants with a .2 of a margin separating both franchises, because Zombies is equally just as popular. If it wasn't as equally as popular, every Zombies video that I was throwing up on my YouTube channel wouldn't be exceeding over 100 views and finding its way out into the YouTube algorithm every single night. But again, it's not because I'm uploading Zombies videos and talking about Zen and Addison's relationship, which I dearly love so much. It's because you are clicking on my thumbnail and you are taking a chance on my videos. So as a reviewer and a critic of Descendants and Zombies, I want to be one of the best. I want to be one of these guys that goes above and beyond the requirements of a YouTube creator for his channel and his audience, so that you know that you can trust this guy to talk about Descendants and Zombies in a light that it's meant to be talked about in for forever, instead of shadowing it with darkness, which is completely unnecessary and uncalled for when girls are reduced to tears because they can't hear what they want to hear about the favorite stars like Ruby actually having a chance to return to the Descendants franchise. Because I will tell you with an open heart and an open mind that I was heartbroken over how Ruby Rose Turner was parting ways with the Descendants franchise and made the announcement on social media. When she took to social media with this heartbreaking announcement, I started thinking about how they could produce Descendants 5 without Ruby, substituting her with Liamani Segura and putting her voice on the lyrics of Life is Sweeter We Are remix, which is a rumor at this point, is one way of looking at it, but it was a song specifically written for Ruby. That character exemplified kindness, which is what Ruby genuinely is, a very kind person. And my heart goes out to Ruby time and time again for how kind she has been to every single fan who has ever supported her. Me, myself included, because I was a big Ruby Rose Turner fan from the very first moment that I laid eyes on her and what she was putting out there to represent herself with. Kindness, genuosity, which are two very rare qualities that we find in a genuine human being these days. It's very hard to find a genuine, kind soul in this world, and because Ruby is one of them, I don't think she deserves all this criticism. Where in the conversation does Kylie Control's political point of view about Donald Trump and not having been a Donald Trump supporter belong? It belongs nowhere in the conversation. I think that with all these beautiful videos Kylie is throwing up at 8:30 a.m. every morning on my Facebook fan page, it's incredible when I see that, because it really shows strength. It shows dedication to what you believe in. And the people leaving these positive comments on Kylie's 30-second dance videos on her Facebook fan page, on my Facebook feed every morning, is gorgeous. It really shows how much of an inspiration Kylie has come off and ran away with being for each and every one of you, and the only ones criticizing her are these critics. So we need to put a stop to that. We need to put a stop to the criticism for even the music videos of Descendants and Zombies, especially the Zombies music videos, because from where I choose to look at it, the Zombies music videos got better. The music for Zombies in general got better. The soundtrack for Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, 5 stars. It's been downloaded more times than anything on Spotify and iTunes, and deservingly so. Songs like Place to Be and Don't Mess With Us at the top of the Billboard charts, just like Chillin' Like a Villain from 2017's Billboard chart. The top 100 was definitely credited for its profound success. Descendants and Zombies will forever and always hold a special place in all of our hearts, and I just want to help you make sense of it. And I also have had a goal and a dream of going down as one of the greatest of all time. If Victor and Nova saw themselves in their dreams leading up to the moment they met in Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, I've always had a dream of wanting to go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time. And I can't do that without each and every one of you and your love and support that you've shown this YouTube channel. Without you guys, I would just be a guy on YouTube that nobody's ever seen or heard tell of before, talking about Descendants and Zombies, and I really don't want to have to do that for the rest of my life. My ultimate goal was always to go down in history for having been one of the greatest of all time, and I know no more than ever I will, because of each and every one of you, for your continuous amount of love and support that you have shown this YouTube channel. I don't know when this will happen, but I know it will. And I want each and every one of you to know, as I drink my tea out of a Mickey Mouse tea mug every single morning, I am forever appreciative of each and every one of you. So I am not here to take away what you believe in about Descendants and Zombies. If anything, I'm here to encourage that. I'm here to encourage the thought that any dream is possible for whatever dream you're talking about. No matter if it's joining the cheerleading squad, the football team, the basketball team, the swim team, go for it, because you've only got one life to live. I've often said on this show, time is the most precious commodity. Why? Because it always runs out. And with the time we're allocated, we have to really spend it. and very wisely know how to spend it. So we can spend it making more memories with the people we love so much and cherish, telling those that we love them more often. There are so many ways we can spend this time, and I think one of the best times and one of the more far effective ways to spend it is by spreading a message of kindness, which I can't do by myself. I need each and every one of you to help me spread this message of kindness, because you may not think it, but every single time that you hit that subscribe button, somebody else there can find these videos. Somebody else out there can fall in love with these videos and find time and appreciate what I've been talking about Descendants and Zombies. Regardless if I think it's a 5-star production or not. Regardless if I think my favorite moment from Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, when Zed and Addison had reached a moment where their story had been told and completed, and they realized they were going to love each other for the rest of their lives and spend the rest of their lives together on this earth. I think it's amazing how Descendants and Zombies has really unfolded. The plots get better from every single chapter of Descendants and Zombies, and more people come away from it inspired. More people believe in second chances. More people believe in standing up for what they believe in. You know, bullying was a really severe issue years ago. It wasn't as severe as what it was when I went to high school, because I graduated high school over 20 years ago, but now bullying is a very serious issue. It affects people emotionally. It hurts people every single day of our lives, and there are people going through this kind of thing that when we don't even think we're expecting it. So the thing is that the more that you can encourage somebody that they are a strong person, that they are a beautiful person both on the inside and out, which Zombies and Descendants is very effectively done, the more profound impact you will have on a person's life. You guys changed my life. You not only gave me 2,000 hours of watch time and over 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, you gave me a second chance at my career. You revitalized my career. You rebirthed my career. And because you brought me back, I don't ever want to let you guys down. And that's why I go out of my way every day to upload so many Descendants and Zombies videos and make sure that these videos are here for you, because that's what you deserve. You don't deserve to hear negative reviews about how they need to stop making Descendants and Zombies movies. You will never get that here. You will never find that here. You will find a guy who is incredibly sweet, who loves Kylie Control beyond your wildest imaginations and or dreams. Because Kylie Control deserves to have nice things said about her. Kylie Control deserves to YouTube herself again and feel safe and confident and empowered to YouTube herself again. I think every girl's dream is to feel empowered and to feel confident in her own abilities. And I think a lot of guys really try to take that away from a girl because they want to feel empowered. They want to feel in control. They want to feel as if they're the center of attention. Because if a guy can't value you for your true worth, then you're wasting your time, like Kylie Control realized she was doing last year with a guy she thought the world over. But he, in turn, didn't think the world over her, and it broke her heart. And I want Kylie Control to know that she didn't do anything wrong. Encouraging people that dreams can become a reality and being there for your fans is the biggest credit to Kylie Control's success, because she was there ever since the age of 10 years old when she got her very first opportunity on YouTube and inspired people like myself to become a full-time YouTube creator. Now, I was creating YouTube videos ever before Kylie Control was ever known or discovered. I've been around for a very long time, 26 years. This year in August marks my 26th anniversary, almost 30 years at this gig. But there is nobody else crazy enough to be at this gig for as long as what I've been. And no one who ever feels incredibly proud as what I do to have been your voice of Descendants and Zombies. Because, you know, I could show up on YouTube and everybody could be like, who is this guy? You know, I love Descendants and Zombies. This guy is saying that he loves Descendants and Zombies. Why? I'm saying I love Descendants and Zombies because I know what's up. I know what Descendants and Zombies is all about. I'm the only guy crazy enough to live in a soda plantation and a chemical plant 5 minutes away from where he lives. Because I want to know what it's like to live the entire Zombies experience out. I want to know what it's like to be a part of it. And I want to know what it's like to be a part of it for each and every one of you while I never let you down. If I tell you there's going to be a Descendants and Zombies video uploaded on this YouTube channel every day, I'm going to follow through with that promise no matter how long it takes me or how hard it is. Even if that means I have to upload over 1,400 videos a year, which would be the equivalent to 4 videos every day of the year, 365 days out of the year, which is what I plan on doing, which means no breaks, and going right on through to Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, what have you, right into 2026 up until the release of Descendants 5, Wonderland, and Zombies 5 as late as 2028. You know, I don't agree with the rumors of a 2028 release window for Zombies because there are so many fans of Zombies that will be teenagers and long surpass the years of their life where they're having the time of their life. They'll be a lot older, but I don't think the age is going to affect how you feel about Descendants or Zombies because there are people now graduating high school that are still as excited about Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires as they were Zombies 3 in 2019 when they were shooting Zombies during the pandemic for both the live action and the reanimated series. I think zombies have seen moments in their history where they become solidified. You know, looking at yourself as immortalized as a doll is one way of looking at it, because I've seen that have a profound impact on people's lives. But when you see yourself turn into a cartoon character for an animated series, you're doing the voiceovers for those characters and bringing characters like Zed and Addison to life, you know you did it. You know you've made it. So why are people criticizing them? It's because of their profound success. That is the only reason why people are criticizing them and having the time of their life doing it. I didn't want to show up here on YouTube and criticize your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars, Zed, Addison, Mel, Evie, because I know how much they mean to each and every one of you, and I know what it's like to be you. I know what it's like to be excited about a Descendants premiere. I know what it's like to be front and center when the Descendants movie premieres, when Zombie shows up for the first time since 2019 with a Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires movie. What is this? In 2025. It's a passing of the torch moment where a new franchise now is embarking on an incredible journey of passion, love, and desire and sacrifice to go as far as you have to go to keep the ones in your life that matter the most with you for forever. And it's going to be something that we're all going to be a part of. It's really history in the making, and I am so excited to be a part of this with each and every one of you, talking about the moments of the past from zombies and the moments we have yet to witness and witness together. I never ever prepare a written statement on this show. I never take jot notes to compile a review, because I just state how I feel about Descendants of Zombies, Red and Pink story. The story between Zed and Addison and how it was told and believed to have been completed. You know, so many people look at Descendants of Zombies in a very different light, in a very different capacity, but I just want to look at it in a way that it's been meant to be talked about for forever, for each and every one of you, because I know there's a girl out there watching these videos that are going to hit the like button 100 times over, because she loves Descendants of Zombies so much, and she just wants to take a chance on the franchises that have inspired her to become stronger, and to perhaps join the swim team, the cheerleading squad. I really don't know, whatever reason she feels inspired through the power of Descendants of Zombies. Perhaps she attended the Worlds Collide Tour and had the time of her life. And you guys really did glow at the Worlds Collide Tour. There were a group of people who showed up at the Worlds Collide Tour in unison out of support for your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars, and giving me a reason never to finish my cup of tea every morning before I compiled the first commentary about Descendants of Zombies at only 9:13 a.m. every morning on this podcast. It is each and every one of you whom I love dearly. You haven't lived until you drink your tea out of a Mickey Mouse tea mug every single morning, because I felt inspired by tea and the Alice in Wonderland characters. It is truly incredible how I have a stuffy nose every morning before I do these videos, and how much Descendants of Zombies has had a profound impact on all of our lives. I think it's sinus, actually. But having said that, I will be back later on this evening with another great Descendants of Zombies video for you, and I hope that you will join me for it, because I have a lot to say where Descendants of Zombies goes, because the thing about Descendants of Zombies is Descendants of Zombies has really changed my life for the better. It's encouraged me to be a kinder person to those that I necessarily wasn't as kind 2 years ago, because sometimes I was a very difficult guy to make sense of and to deal with. But each and every one of you pulled me from out of obscurity and brought me back when I thought my career was over after a 5-year hiatus. Actually, a 7-year hiatus. You guys brought me back. With over 2,000 hours of watch time, 3,000 subscribers, 50,000 views, which I don't deserve. And I will forever say that I don't deserve that. But the thing is, I speak with an open heart and an open mind, because I know how much Descendants of Zombies truly has meant to each and every single person who has ever said proudly that they are a fan of Descendants of Zombies, and probably have a lot of Descendants of Zombies merch. All the dolls, all the merchandise, t-shirts and hoodies, which look really cool. Descendants of Zombies has had a profound impact on all of our hearts, and they've changed our perspective on life for forever. And I think because of that, they deserve a tremendous amount of credit, because one could choose to talk about Descendants of Zombies in such a negative way on their show, on their YouTube channel. But I don't choose to do that, because I know, again, how much it means to each and every one of you, and how much of a profound impact it's had on all of your lives. And because of that, I just wanted to show up on this YouTube channel, speak with an open heart and an open mind, and let you know that just like all of you, I know what it's like to be you. And I know what it's like to be a huge fan of Descendants of Zombies. And there will be a Descendants 5 with Wonderland. There will be a Zombies 5, regardless of what its title is, because zombies now are seemingly being taken out of the fold. And there's been question about, what the title will be now that Zed is no longer the lead. We'll find out by the time we get to that. But it's going to take some time, because it's like a 4-year release window now being suggested sometime between the end of 2025 and 2028, 3 to 4 years. So with 3 and 4 years allocated for release of Zombies 5, the thing is, Zombies 5 will have a better story, better music, and it will have a better unfolding of the plot and moments of significance that we will forever and always cherish. It is truly unbelievable how much of a profound impact Descendants and Zombies has had on my life, and it's been a profound impact that I know that I will never ever forget. Kindness really does go a long way in this world, and I need your guys' help to help me spread my message of kindness through the power of these YouTube videos and this YouTube channel. With over 50,000 views and 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, I don't know how many more subscribers I will have on this YouTube channel, but I know that I can't do it without your guys' help. So if you could take a moment to hit the subscribe button and join me on this incredible journey this morning, I would forever be appreciative of each and every one of you, because kindness really does happen to go a long way in this world, and you never know how much kindness you can spread in this world until you do it. Thank you so much from my heart to yours for the over 2,000 watch hours and making us the #1 Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel on the internet at this point in time. I am forever grateful and eternally grateful of each and every one of you, and I honestly don't know where I would be without your guys' help. Thank you so much for loving me and loving this YouTube channel. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Be kind to one another and stay calm and zombie on. We will talk again in just a few hours from now. With that having been said, bye YouTube. Be kind to one another. We will talk again in just a few hours from now. Thank you so much.